Hey Mama, welcome to the podcast. My name is Jocelyn, and as I begin every episode pretty much the same, I am a fellow mom of 5. I am going through the 4 areas of finding positivity, the 4 main areas that have really made a difference in me finding positivity during my pregnancies, and I want to share those with you. So last week, on my Friday episode, which is devoted to pregnancy, I talked about mental health and some exercises with mental health to help you through pregnancy. This week we are going to go on to one of the next areas, which is gratitude. And this area is simple but so profoundly effective and so easy. So it is one of my absolute favorites. Let's jump into the episode. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, fellow mom of 5 and host of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find the positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Let's find positivity during our pregnancies and in our motherhood together. Thanks for joining. Gratitude. It is so simple, but yet it bears repeating often. In fact, if you listen to my Tuesday episodes, which are more focused on motherhood things, in my last Tuesday episode, I talked about gratitude, and it is coming up again this week. It is very important in finding positivity, not just in pregnancy, but also in motherhood. I'm going to share with you things that gratitude has done for me, but before I do that, I actually wanted to talk about the science of gratitude a little bit, because there is amazing science and learnings and facts that back gratitude up, like how good it is for your mental state and how good it is for positivity. So I just did a simple search on the internet, and thank you to AI. It kind of summarizes the effects of gratitude. So here's the little blurb. It says, gratitude changes the brain by activating areas associated with reward and emotional regulation, such as the prefrontal cortex and the ventral striatum. This activation can enhance feelings of happiness, improve mood, and promote positive thinking through the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, leading to long-term benefits for mental health and resilience. Aren't those side effects of gratitude amazing? Oh, Mama, they are so awesome. And I am here talking about gratitude over and over and over and over and over again because I have felt the effects of gratitude in my life, in my motherhood, and in my pregnancies. So during pregnancy, gratitude looks a little different for me than it usually does when I'm not pregnant. When I'm not pregnant, I usually try to write 5 things from the day that I'm grateful for every night. I don't do it every single night, but I am pretty accurate. I would say I do it most days of the week when I'm not pregnant. When I'm pregnant, though, I usually feel pretty crummy, pretty tired. And do you know how you get morning sickness? Well, for me, it was like evening sickness. My sickness would get worse as the day went on. And so writing something at night was just not feasible, especially during the morning sickness, air quotes, morning sickness phase. I just didn't feel up to it. So I had to find gratitude in a different way. And that is where the gratitude section of, it used to be a course, but now they're just individuals, of my course was born. Is these individual gratitude exercises. So instead of writing my gratitude down, when I was feeling negative and I knew I was feeling negative, I would do these different types of speed gratitude. So if you go to my website, which is positivityinpregnancy.com, you can look at the video section, and there are 4 sections. There's the mental health, which is mental health can bring emotional wealth. There's gratitude to change your attitude, and then a couple others that we will talk a little bit more later on. But today we're focusing on gratitude. So if you want deeper help, I have really cheap videos. They're only like $1.37 or $2.37 that you can download, that you can have the video and the audio to listen to whenever you are in a negative rut in your pregnancy and you want to find more positivity. They are so simple, but they are so very effective. So look into those, positivityinpregnancy.com. Otherwise, I'm going to share with you how I would do some of these exercises myself. So if I found myself in a particular rut, I was thinking how frustrated I was, that I was sick, that I didn't feel like doing anything, that my house, my children, my life just felt like a mess because I couldn't do much. I just didn't feel up to do much, and I was just feeling very self-down, very discouraged. If I could recognize that I was in that situation, the easiest thing for me to do after the ones I mentioned in mental health was to do gratitude. And this is just called speed gratitude. And you basically just look all around you and find every little thing that you are grateful for. You don't overcomplicate it. You just list the things. List the things that you see that you are grateful for. So I'll give you a little bit of an example right now where I am sitting and just start listing things that I am grateful for. I'm grateful for my printer, for my computer, for a keyboard that I know how to type. I'm grateful for my microphone that I can podcast. I'm grateful for the little stuffed animals and toys that are scattered around because that means I've got children and I enjoy my children and being a mom. I am grateful for the notepad so I can write things down, for the pencils and pens in the drawer so that I'm able to write those things down. I'm grateful for my headphones, for my desk, for my chair, for the walls that make our home, for the paper, for the little booklets our church puts out, for drawing books for my kids to do, for the car diffusers that I sell in my other part-time business, which is a candle business. I am grateful for windows. I am grateful for weather. I'm grateful for the blinds that we can close so that it is our home. And so on and so forth. I could keep going forever and ever. And that's what's nice about gratitude is you can keep going forever and ever. Like you could just keep listing things. And then if you feel like you've run out of things to list, you can start listing why you are grateful for them. So like a couple of those things, I listed why I was grateful for them. I was grateful for those little stuffed animals scattered on my desk and floor because that meant I have children and I enjoy being a mom and my children. It hasn't always been that way, but I have worked really hard to enjoy this because I knew and I know that this is what I was meant for. I was meant to be a mom. I want to be a mom. And then share that light. So anyway, that got a little deeper, but it doesn't have to get that deep. You can just go with superficial things that you see that you are grateful for. I have done this for years, and I have found that this has been the biggest thing to change my life. To change my life from poor me, from blaming others, from a lot of the negative things I talked about in my last Tuesday episode. It has shifted me away from a lot of those things into a happier state because I'm always looking for something to be grateful for, to write down in the evening. While being pregnant, it's going to look different, as I mentioned. Nonetheless, carry this on after pregnancy. Find gratitude in all that you do, especially if you're feeling negative, especially if you're wondering, why me? This is so hard. Find something to be grateful for, because in every situation, we have something to be grateful for. Even if we're in the morning sick phase and we are feeling at our crummiest worst, we can be grateful for the fact that we have a miracle growing inside our body. There are so many women who crave and yearn for that feeling, and you have it, mama. You have that miracle. Let the gratitude change your mind and to help you find more positivity. Before we end, I wanted to just list a couple of other things that AI had mentioned about the benefits of practicing gratitude. In addition to changing brain structure, gratitude offers several psychological benefits. Improved mood. Regular gratitude practice can lead to long-term improvements in mood and emotional well-being. Increased resilience. Gratitude fosters emotional resilience, helping individuals cope better with life's challenges. And for us as women and mothers, one of those challenges is pregnancy and all the side effects that it brings. And the last one it talks about is enhanced relationships. Expressing gratitude strengthens social bonds and improves interpersonal relationships. By incorporating gratitude into daily life, individuals, but I am going to say pregnant mamas, that's you, can experience profound changes in their mental and emotional health. If you want to see changes in your mental and emotional health, find gratitude. If you are in a season of pregnancy where you can write it down, I encourage you to write it down. If you're not, do the speed gratitude that I mentioned in this episode. And if you want even more mental exercises on gratitude, go to my website, positivityinpregnancy.com, and go to the videos at the top and search for the gratitude ones and find one that resonates with you to give a try in your pregnancy. You can find more positivity in this pregnancy, mama. I am cheering for you. If I can do it, someone who actually absolutely hated pregnancy for a few pregnancies, if I can shift and turn it around, you can too. God is cheering for you. I am cheering for you. Your family is cheering for you. But I think deep inside, you also are cheering for you to find more positivity in this pregnancy. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts and becoming the mother that you desire to be, through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. Thanks for joining. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward in your motherhood. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.